The next generation of 360 cameras may be closer than anyone expected, because a growing wave of leaks surrounding the Insta360 X6 is starting to paint a very clear picture of what's coming next. And if these reports are accurate, this won't just be another yearly refresh. It could become the moment 360 cameras finally start feeling truly cinematic. The first major clue comes from regulatory filings linked to the model code SABSA. That may sound boring, but in the camera industry, certifications usually appear when hardware is already close to finished. In other words, the X6 may already be deep into final testing. And based on multiple industry reports, the most likely launch window points towards spring 2026, possibly around April. That timing makes sense. Insta360 has quietly shifted into a yearly refresh cycle, and the X6 appears positioned as the next major evolution of the series. But here's what makes this leak cycle different. The focus isn't on flashy redesigns or radical new hardware concepts. The X6 seems to be targeting the biggest weakness 360 cameras still struggle with today: real-world image quality. The current X5 already pushed 8K 360 recording, stabilization, and AI reframing further than previous generations. But creators still hit limitations in difficult environments: fast movement, night shooting, indoor lighting, high-contrast scenes. That's where the X6 reportedly makes its biggest leap. According to repeated leaks, Insta360 is working on support for 8K at 60 frames per second. And that changes a lot. The X5 capped out at 8K 30 frames per second, which looked sharp but could struggle with fast-moving action. Doubling the frame rate means smoother motion, cleaner movement, and more flexibility for sports, travel, and cinematic camera movement. But resolution alone isn't the real story. The bigger rumor involves the sensor itself. Multiple reports suggest the X6 could move toward a larger 1-inch class sensor system. If that happens, it would directly address one of the oldest problems in the 360 camera world: low-light performance. Right now, most 360 cameras still struggle once the sun goes down. Noise increases, dynamic range collapses, highlights blow out, shadows lose detail. A larger sensor could dramatically improve all of that. Cleaner night footage, better indoor quality, more natural color, and stronger dynamic range before editing even begins. That's exactly what creators have been asking for. And the timing matters. Competition in the action and 360 space is becoming far more aggressive. Companies are now focusing heavily on computational imaging, AI-assisted processing, and smarter editing workflows. Because modern creators don't just want higher specs anymore. They want faster workflows, better stabilization, smarter tracking, cleaner reframing, less editing time. And according to the leaks, Insta360 appears to understand that shift perfectly. The X6 is rumored to include improved AI subject tracking, better thermal management for long 8K recording sessions, and more efficient processing overall. That last part is important, because shooting 8K 360 footage creates enormous heat inside compact cameras. Managing that heat without throttling performance is one of the hardest engineering challenges in this category. Pricing rumors currently place the X6 somewhere around the $600 range, which follows Insta360's usual launch strategy. But honestly, price may not be the biggest conversation this time. The real question is whether the X6 finally makes 360 footage feel polished enough to replace traditional cameras for more creators. Not just for action shots, not just for reframing tricks, but for genuine cinematic storytelling. And that's why the X6 feels so interesting right now. It doesn't sound like a radical reinvention. It sounds like a camera focused on fixing the details that actually matter in real-world shooting. Cleaner footage, better motion, stronger low light, smarter AI. And if Insta360 gets those things right, the X6 might quietly become the most important 360 camera they've ever released. So now the question becomes, if these leaks are accurate, would you upgrade from the X5? Or are you waiting for something even bigger?